we have a reasonable, pretty good amount of witchcraft that still takes place in Belize. I have a dear friend, there's a people group that's called the Garifuna in Belize, and they are the closest descendants to the African slaves that came over. They fought and resisted slavery, so they never submitted to the colonial rule. And then that people group, 2 of our adopted sons are from that people group. And so, but I got to know a wonderful, wonderful lady in the southern part of Belize. Amazing, on fire woman of God, leading people to the Lord, praying for healing. I mean, healings and signs and wonders. And what happened is one of her family members was an extremely, extremely powerful witch, and also a multi-millionaire off of her witchcraft. And what happened is, this is a real story. This lady told me, she said, I was invited to come to a family reunion. She said, when I got there, I realized that it was not a family reunion. I realized that it was what was called a dugu, which is the ancestors are upset. This witch lady said, with you, and you. When they started beating the drums, all these people fell down on the ground, except for this lady. And she stood there. She said, Scott, I lifted my hands to heaven, and I said, Father, I am under the covenant blood of Jesus Christ. While they were doing all of this, she said, I looked down. She said, I was floating 2 feet in the air. All right? I can't go into all the details of that story, but she had asked me to be a prayer cover for her. I knew her, and so we were locking in. When I started to lock in and prayer cover for her, all of a sudden we started going through crazy warfare.
Garifuna spirituality is what it is. It is Garifuna spirituality. It is part and parcel of a rich heritage called Garifuna Duo. Much of the black and indigenous cultural practices were destroyed by the forceful introduction of those Eurocentric beliefs as early as the 15th century. Those days are gone, Mr. Speaker. The pastor's utterances are obvious signs of the time. If you can't respect a great people and culture and country, then there are daily flights out of Belize on a regular basis. We are a people of faith, courage, and resilience. And we normally say, Bungi Waba, Wagi Elarigi, God in front of us and we follow.